Hello and welcome to Game of the Day here on Cricket Leinster TV. Today's offering from the Mason Alexander LHW Financial Planning Cricket Leinster Premier League sees the Hills entertain YMCA. At the toss were umpires Mary Waldron and Marty Block, alongside home captain Max Sorensen and away captain Jack Tector. It was Tector and YMCA who won the toss, and they opted to bowl first here at Milverton. The opening over saw some tight bowling mixed with a determination from the openers Mark Donegan and Mohammad Ramazan to seize upon anything remotely wide or loose. Ramazan in particular, pinch hitting for the first 11, guaranteed entertainment as he combined some sublime shot making with a real intent to take the attack to the bowlers. Simi Singh came into the YM attack in the 7th over, dismissing Donegan for 9, before 12 runs came off the 8th over as Ramazan flayed the ball to all parts. Sean Terry looked to continue in the same vein as 2 carbon copy boundaries were cut backward of point. Ramazan fell for 36 of 38 deliveries in the 12th over, leaving the Hills 58 for 2 and off to a good start. Sean Terry and Nick Pretorius then combined for the highest partnership of the innings. Their 54 off a little over 10 overs propelled the Hills past 100 and into a strong position. Pretorius' 28 included a beautiful boundary to start the 12th over, and in the 21st he did well to not only adjust to a misdirected delivery but to deposit it into the next field with a stunning flat back 6. Pádraig Flanagan did the damage for YM, removing both Terry and Pretorius, the second a sharp return catch. Flanagan had a third when Van der Merwe was given out, caught behind by keeper Sam Murphy. In the 32nd over, Max Sorensen hit a trademark maximum square of the wicket, but runs were of a premium in the middle overs, and when he fell for 18, caught Flanagan bowled Barnes, the Hills were 6 down for 152. Youngster Andrew Kavanagh played a lovely shot to the boundary in the 37th over, but the squeeze was on from YM in the field and he was run out in the 42nd. When Simi Singh trapped Rooney Murphy LBW in the 46th over, YM had restricted the Hills to 170 for 8 and the psychological target of 200 seemed a long way off. Enter Luke Clinton. A rapid fire 19 including 2 superb 6s in the final over, bowled by Singh, and the Hills had clambered to 201 for 9 off their 50 overs and given the bowlers something to defend. Oliver Gunning and Jack Tector opened for YM, but they were quickly rocked on their heels as Tector was trapped LBW by Sorensen. Gunning and Simi Singh put on 61 for the second wicket with a couple of nice boundaries, but mostly through accumulation and finding the gaps. Singh did arrow a top-class drive through the covers in the 17th over and then drove a full toss straight back past the bowler for another boundary. A couple of overs later he showed fine touch again when late cutting a delivery to the boundary for 4 more. One unfortunate incident just before drinks was an injury to young Killian Everard. Making his senior home debut and having taken the wicket of Gunning earlier, he turned his ankle and knee when fielding. At the halfway point, YM were 95 for 2 and while not setting the scoreboard alight, they were well in the chase. The match turned on the 27th over, however. Tomas Rooney Murphy, a doubt before the game, took matters into his own hands and positioned the Hills firmly into the driving seat. Harry Tector was caught behind by Donegan before Sam Murphy departed first ball. Shukla did manage to keep the hat-trick ball out, but not the next, as Rooney Murphy had him LBW for a third in 4 balls. YM, now 99 for 5, were reliant on Singh to anchor the innings if they were chased down the target successfully. Singh went to his 50 in the 32nd over, but his long vigil was running out of partners. Gamble and Blair White fell, and with YM 7 down, it was Jared Barnes who was left to counter-attack with Singh. Singh danced down the wicket to deposit Terry to the boundary for 4, but the shackles hadn't been fully released. Another critical moment arrived in the 43rd over. YM, needing 63 off 8 overs, lost Singh to an agonising slip and some great fielding. Albert van der Merwe returned to the attack later to pick up the final 2 wickets in 3 balls, and the Hills could celebrate a 36-run victory. I'm joined by Jack Tector, YMCA cricket captain. You chose to bowl first here this morning, Jack. Were you happy at half time with how you bowled?
Yeah, Peter, I think we bowled pretty well in general. They started off pretty well, to be fair, and then we pulled it back in the middle overs and especially at the death. So I think at half time we were happy. Didn't bat well, and that was the difference.
You say you didn't bat well. Was there a combination of perhaps a good spell of bowling from Tomas there in the middle, or will you look at yourselves a bit more?
Yeah, I think Tomas did bowl really well, to be fair to him. And then, partly that, and partly we just didn't bat well enough today. But I think we have been batting well, so I think it's just a case of remembering back to the good times, and hopefully we have another game on Monday to put it right, so that's another chance to go again.
Yeah, you mentioned the fact you're playing again on Monday, so is this one of the bonuses of the fact that it's a double weekend, the fact that you can get back out onto the field so quickly?
Yeah, absolutely. Just get back out again. We welcome James Parkinson back from Australia, he was over there at a wedding, so it'll be great to have him back. He's done really well the last few years, so to have him back will be a big boost to the team.
Well, good luck on Monday, Jack, and thanks again for joining us here.
Thank you. Cheers.
So I'm joined by Max Sorensen, captain of the Victorious Hillside. Good win today, Max, you happy?
Yeah, very happy with our performance. I'm just happy with the heart that the lads put in. It's been a tough week trying to get teams out and stuff like that, but the guys really put their hands up today, and Murph's bowl there won us the game there for me.
Yeah, it was sensational. He seemed to slip another gear there all of a sudden. Was it something that you could see in him that he was building towards, or where did that come from?
Murph is like that. Like he's one of those bowlers that just needs to keep bowling, gets his rhythm going, and once he gets his rhythm going, he just does enough with the ball to trouble guys.
Willie mentioned to us before the game that you were struggling to try and field the side and trying to get players together, so it must be really satisfying after a day like that to come out on the right side of a victory.
Oh yeah, definitely, especially with a double weekend that can make or break your season. And with us losing to Clontarf last week, we get another loss here. We sort of, Monday comes and then the pressure's on. We can go now and enjoy the game against Pembroke.
Very good. And we saw, unfortunately, an injury there to Killian Everard today. Can you give us any update? How's he doing this evening?
No, he seems fine there now. He's supposed to play seconds tomorrow, but he'll sit that out, and then we'll see if we can get him ready for Monday.
Very good. Thanks a million for joining us there, Max. That's brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers, bud. The scores from today's other games. In Balroddery, North County struck 262 for 9 off their allocation. In reply, 3 for 16 from Conor Shield restricted Clontarf to 231 all out, a 31-run victory for North County. At Sydney Parade, 64 from captain Dom Joyce led Merrion to 192 all out. In reply, 3 for 6 from Max Neville helped bowl Pembroke out for 101 and a 91-run win for Merrion. In the Phoenix Park, the home side hit 278 for 8 off their 50 overs, before keeping Leinster to 269 for 9 for a tight 9-run victory. Thank you for joining us on Cricket Leinster TV for the game of the day in the Mason Alexander LHW Financial Planning Cricket Leinster Premier League. A 36-run victory for the Hills on a glorious day in Fingal. As we have a double weekend, join us for Phoenix versus Clontarf, and until then, go well.